Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will talk about nulls, null handling. How do we do? No matter where you are working, which project you are working, which data set you are working, there will always be null values, and we have to handle them. We have to filter them. So there are multiple ways. In this video, I will be sharing all the tips and tricks to handle null. How do we work with them? And let's start the video. So in SQL databases, null is nothing but an unknown value. It is not an empty value, nor it is a zero value. It is just an unknown value, and we can't compare it with anything else, right? So in SQL, there are different ways to filter or handle a null value. We can't just normally use equal operator or anything, right? So let's understand. So I have this table, customer table. So I have these null values if you see. Okay, for date of birth and age, I have null values, right? Now, what I'm going to do, in this table, I want to see wherever date of birth is null. So, for some of the customers, I don't have date of birth and age information. The customer is Ali. Okay, so I want to see for how many customers I don't have this information. So, what I will put generally when I have to filter anything, I will put date of birth equal to whatever value. So, in this case, it is null. If I run this, nothing is returned because null cannot be compared to anything because this is a unknown value and unknown value cannot be compared with anything. In fact, null is not equal to null because unknown will never be equal to unknown. See, nothing is returned, right? So for that in SQL we have a different operator is null. So what it will check, if there is a null value, then return it. So we use is null for that. You see, is null. So Ali, this customer returned. So this is how we can filter on the null values, and it works on any data type. It can be date. So for example, date of birth is date in my case. I can put on age or string, any data type. This will work. Is null will work, right? Now, if I want to see how many values are not null, right? So we have is not null for that, is not null. So it will return all the not null values. Again, this is applied on any kind of data type. See, I got five those except the early, right? So we can apply it on date of birth also. I hope this is clear. So let me run this again. So we use is null and is not null. Now, next is how do we handle null? Let's say I have some null values and I want to put some default values for it, right? I don't want to keep them as null. So what can I do? I can use is null function. So in SQL Server, we have this is null function. So what it does, it takes two arguments, your column and second argument is default value. So if this value is null, it will return this. Otherwise, as it is, it will return age. So let me run this. So if you see, it is returning same values in case if value is not null, and if it is null, then it will return the default value 11, right? In case of date of birth also, so the data type of this and the default value should be same, right? Because you are replacing this value with this value whenever it is null, but the data type should be same. Otherwise, that will give a error. So I got this, right? Let me give some other value. I will give A and K, right? It is giving a error. Conversion failed when converting date time from character string. So what it is trying to do, it is trying to convert string to a date, and which is not happening. That's why I said the data type of this and this should be compatible. I hope this is clear. Okay. This is one way. There is another way of handling null values, which is coalesce function. So in is null function, you can pass only two parameters. First is the column and second is the default value if they are nulls. What in coalesce, what we can do, we can pass more than one value, two values. So for example, coalesce date of birth. Okay, now I can pass multiple columns here and it will pick up first not null value. Okay, so date of birth, let's say null, null, and then I'm putting same. See, is an earning 1 2020. Let me put one value here. I will put 2. Okay. You see here, now it will return 2. 2nd of January it is returning. So what it will do, it will start from left. This is your first argument, second argument, third argument, and you can pass as many as you want. It will pick up first not null value. So first not null value is this, and it will pick and give it. So instead of here I have hard coded multiple values, you can pass column names also. So you can, let's say you have some other column in your table, you can pass here, second column you can pass here, third column you can pass here, and wherever it will find not null value for that row, it will just replace the value with that. Okay, so coalesce is just an extension of is null function. I hope this is also clear. Okay, so there are two ways handling null, is null or coalesce. Okay, now move on to the count aggregation functions. Very important concept this is. So how aggregation functions handle null values, how they treat null values. So let's say I want to count number of rows in this table. So what generally I will do? Count star from customers. So it will give me there are 6 rows. Now I want to count age. If I count age, let's see what it is giving. It is giving 5 because count function will always only take not null values and give you the count. It will not count the number of null values. Let's say you want to count number of null values also. So what you can do? You can just put if null function age 0. So what it will do? It will convert, sorry, is null function. It will wherever age is null, it will convert into 0, and then we are going to take count. So now it will give count 6. So this is how in the aggregation function you can handle null values. Generally, by default, it will ignore the null values. I hope this is clear. Similarly, exactly with average function. So if you want to take the average of age, select average age, right? If you see this is 21, let me show the table. What it is doing, it is just again average function is ignoring this. So what it is doing, it is adding all these values and doing divide by 5, not divide by 6. Very important, right? It is doing divide by 5, not divide by 6. I can show you. So if I put is null, if it is null, take it as 0. Okay, and I will check average in these two cases. If you see here, average is 21 because what it did, it took 5 values, added them, and divide by 5. Here, what it is doing, it converted that value to 0, so it is adding all the values and doing divide by 6. Okay, so this is how average function works. This is a very common mistake people do, and you should consider it that do you want to count null values in the denominator when finding the average or not. That you have to check with business, and then accordingly you have to apply it. Otherwise there will be problems, data will be wrong. So please consider this. Okay, last but not the least, how you insert the null values in a table. So for example, in select in this customer table I want to insert a null value. I will say insert into customers values, and first my customer ID, then name, then gender. And now if you want to have null values, you don't have to put in single quotes. If you put in single quotes, it will take it as a string. This will not be a null value. You just have to type null and again null, right? This is how null values will be inserted. You see this turned into gray. Okay, so don't put into single quote. You have to put null as it is. That's it. And if I do select star from customers, you see null values. If I put in a string, let's say I put in a string, see how it will be there. Okay, this is not a string column. Uh, Let me put in some other column. Let me put null here, and here let me put null. So null in the string I am putting now. Okay, so you see here, this is a string now. This is not a null value, right? Because I have put into the single quote, so it is taken as a string. If you want to put null, then you have to put as it is, and this will be a null value, unknown value. I hope this was clear. Please do like the video so that it will reach wider audience. Very important concepts I have discussed. And if you are the first timer, please do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.